In Chinese history, one father-son pair defied all odds. A sickly emperor who ruled for just 9 months, and his warrior poet son. Together, they established the rule of benevolence, ushering in an era of peace, prosperity, and progress for the Ming Dynasty. But their success was paved with rebellions, betrayals, and a shocking twist. The father owed his throne to his own son. Meet Zhu Gaochi, the overweight, gentle scholar who didn't fit his warrior father's mold. While his brother Zhu Gaochi won battles for Emperor Yongle, Gaochi stayed home mastering Confucian governance. But here's the plot twist. Emperor Yongle kept Gaochi as heir largely because of his brilliant grandson, Zhu Zhanji. It is said that the night before Zhu Zhanji's birth, Zhu Di dreamed of his father giving him the imperial scepter with the words, "Pass this to your descendants for eternal prosperity." When the baby was born looking remarkably like him with a heroic bearing, Zhu Di rejoiced, believing this was the prophesied heir. Zhanji was Yongle's favorite, a charismatic prodigy trained in war and arts. The emperor even took him to fight Mongols at age 15. This grandpa's boy became his father's secret weapon, convincing Yongle that Gaochi's line would secure the dynasty's future. For 20 years as crown prince, Gaochi faced deadly politics. His brother Gaoxiu planted spies, spread rumors, even poisoned his food. But each time, Zhanji outmaneuvered the threats, using his grandfather's love and alliances with the three Yangs, powerful scholar officials. In 1411, Emperor Yongle made a shocking move. He officially declared Zhanji as the imperial grand heir, the future emperor after his father. Normally, this title would only be given by the next emperor. But Yongle broke tradition to send a crystal-clear message. The throne is locked for 3 generations, my son Gaochi, then my grandson Zhanji, and no one else. This nuclear option crushed the hopes of rebellious uncles like Zhu Gaoxiu, who now had to face not 1, but 2 protected heirs ahead of him. Now that Zhanji was the chosen heir, Yongle didn't just sit back. He turned the youngster into his personal project. He took him on military campaigns against the Mongols, let him observe high-level meetings, and even handed him real government work to practice on. This wasn't just grandfatherly pride. Yongle was building the ultimate emperor. By the time Zhanji took power, he wasn't some spoiled prince. He was a battle-tested leader with a decade of on-the-job training. When Yongle died in 1424, Zhanji raced to secure Beijing, ensuring his father's smooth rise as Emperor Renzong, era name Hongxi. But Gaochi's reign lasted just 9 months, some say due to stress-induced illness. The throne now passed to 26-year-old Zhanji. And Gaoxiu saw his chance to strike. Gaoxiu launched a rebellion in 1426, boasting, "I'll be the next Yongle." He had assumed that the newly crowned emperor Xuande was still consolidating power and might hesitate, perhaps even negotiate or compromise to avoid conflict. This made him unprepared for a full-scale military crackdown. But Gaoxiu forgot one thing. His nephew Zhanji was not weak ruler like the Jiangwen emperor. He was the brave and brilliant heir personally trained by Yongle emperor. Zhanji acted decisively, personally leading a massive army to crush the rebellion. His swift move shocked the rebels, making them realize the new emperor would never tolerate defiance. They were facing a fight for survival. But instead of attacking, Zhanji cut them off and waited. Within weeks, overwhelmed and demoralized, the rebels surrendered without a single battle. Victory was absolute and bloodless. Gaochi was executed, his family and supporters wiped out. Ruthless? Yes, but it sent a message. Challenges to this dynasty were over. With enemies gone, Emperor Xuande focused on prosperity. Though his father Emperor Renzong ruled for just 9 months, he had already demonstrated benevolent governance and political acumen during his 8 years as regent while the Yongle Emperor campaigned against the Mongols. Emperor Xuande continued this legacy of benevolent rule. He slashed taxes and supported handicrafts. Paired with his father's reforms, their 11-year rule, known as the Renxian Prosperity, the rule of Ren and Xian emperors, marked a pivotal period in Ming Dynasty history, laying a solid foundation for the dynasty's lasting prosperity. So why does this duo matter? Gaochi proved kindness strengthens empires. Zhanji showed decisiveness protects them. Their secret? Unshakable trust. Zhanji never undermined his father. Gaochi never feared his son's ambition. In a world of power struggles, that's rare and revolutionary.